Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of VGC on this channel. So we're gonna just dive in, but I just want to quickly cover that we're using the exact same team as last time. I've made 0 changes to it, and I just wanted to highlight this Pokemon, so Urshifu. It didn't get a lot of chances to, I guess, do its job in the last episode, so I really want to try out using him again. I played a couple games just to try and get a little bit higher in the ladder. I think I won like 4, lost 1. And yeah, he does like very, very good work. He's a very good lead with Togekiss. So this team can basically have like 2 main leads depending on what your opponent has and what you think they'll lead with. This is going to be very interesting. So let's quickly do this. Alright, so we got Dragapult, we've probably got Libero, yep, Cinderace. Fuck, I could not remember that name. Dracofish. So he's looking like a Tailwind Dracofish, like... Yeah. Okay. This is going to be a bit rough. Rain's probably not the best idea here. Let's try out the Togekiss Urshifu lead. I don't know how well this will go, but it sort of covers like just straight up Whimsicott and Dracofish, because you can just follow me. Yeah, you'll lose Togekiss like immediately. Actually, that's probably not the best lead. I don't have a lot for Dracofish now I'm thinking about it. That's not good. Rillaboom can do some work. Magnezone is probably needed here, just for Weavile, Togekiss, and Whimsicott. Cinderace is a bit of a problem. I'm half tempted just to bring Kingdra on its own, but I think I'd have to Dynamax it. So we're actually going to bring Rillaboom to try and help out with Dracofish. And I'm thinking like it's got knockoff for the Dragapult and Fake Out Pressure too. Maybe I should lead Rillaboom, Togekiss, bring Urshifu in the back, and then Magnezone. Alright, that sounds good. Gives us Fake Out Pressure immediately. Alright, it's actually Dragapult and Togekiss. Not quite what I was expecting. Alright, so we can... So here's the biggest issue with Togekiss and why it's so good. It has so many options turn 1. Like, so here's the opposing Togekiss can either... It can follow me, which will redirect if I try and Dynamax my own Togekiss and go for, say, a Max Starfall. It could Dynamax itself, go for a Max Airstream on my Rillaboom, in which case Fake Out is not the best option. But then it has to worry about my Follow Me, so there's a lot of mind games that come straight out the block here. This thing could literally just Phantom Force if it wanted to. It could Dynamax. So yeah, playing around this Pokemon, Togekiss, is not fun. Okay. Gonna hope and pray that my... I don't like this. What's the best outcome here? If I follow me... Yeah, let's just do that. Alright, you did actually Phantom Force, okay. Gonna knock off. You Phantom Force and Air Slashed. Dazzling Gleam. Togekiss lives. Nasty Plot, okay. Knocked off the Dragon Fang. I swear, like, I'm like actually high on the ladder. I don't know what's going on. Dragon Fang is like generally not a common item. That's why I'm a little bit surprised. Okay. Cinderace, again, so Libero is basically the Pokemon will change type depending on the move it uses. Exact same thing as Greninja, just a different name. But... Yes, it's not good. I'm just worried about the Dracofish in the back, and now my Togekiss is like very weakened. Was I faster? No. Crap, that's a fast Togekiss too. Alright, this is bad. This is real bad. Alright. Probably died to air slash. No, don't flinch. Yeah. Alright. So, not great so far. Oh, actually, I suppose I wouldn't be able to tell if it was libero or not, based on that. Alright. Yeah, this is really bad. I have sturdy, so we'll see if we can get away with some sturdy shenanigans. I'm gonna grassy glide for damage. And actually, yeah, we need to double into this thing. Alright, that's respectable damage. Dazzling Gleam, probably. No, that was a misplay on his part. He definitely should have Dazzling Gleamed. Okay. So we're forced to switch out into our Urshifu. And his Dragonfish in the back. Okay. This might be an L, but we'll see. Alright, we're gonna have to Dynamax. Just because he hasn't Dynamaxed either, actually, which makes this hard. I wonder if we have to hit a Thunder. I really should know my calcs. Do this. This is gonna do no types of damage, dude. Holy shit. Now there's Max Knuckle, but we'll see. Alright, Dynamax is the Cinderace. Let's see what we got. Vicious Rend. Alright, so it's Choice Scarf, which probably works out in our favor a little bit. It is Libero. Alright. How much does this do? Respectable damage. Grassy Terrain ends. Oh boy, this is gonna get close. Yeah, shit. Okay. Well, that's an L on that game one. Yeah, I actually definitely should have brought Rain. I shouldn't have been so worried about the Dragonfish as I was. But now we got Hail. Hail was not something that was seen a lot of in like the 2019. Previously, just because Alolan Ninetales was not in the format. But now we got Gastrodon for our Rain, but Kingdra kind of does work. Kind of does a lot of work, actually. So we're going to lead our Rain. Definitely bringing Urshifu, I think. We'll definitely bring in Rillaboom. I'll bring Urshifu. Trying to like showcase that Pokemon. Alright, so we did actually lead Ninetales. It was an interesting choice, I think. So we'll Icy Wind, just to get that. And I also know for a fact that my... she's gonna Freeze Dry. What am I doing? Wow, I did not think this through at all. Let's still Icy Wind, and we're actually gonna Protect. Yep, Tailwind, Freeze Dry, Icy Wind breaks the Sash on either one, since either one can definitely carry a Sash here. He could run the item that increases, like say Light Screen or Reflect, because Alolan Ninetales does get Aurora Veil, so it's very possible he's running that on his Ninetales, and potentially like an eject button on the Whimsicott, I'm not sure. But either way, just gonna Icy Wind again, Dynamax, and go for the Max Geyser on Ninetales. We should be able to take a Moonblast. The play here for him is to switch out the Whimsicott into the Gastrodon, which he doesn't do. Cool, that gets rid of that threat. And he Energy Balls the Politoed, which is interesting. And single target Icy Wind doing some good damage. So now his Whimsicott is back to effectively regular speed. And in comes the Gastrodon. Alright. Let's go for the Icy Wind again. No reason not to. And actually, A Perish Song, since this thing could Dynamax. Yeah, let's do that and go for the Max Airstream on the Whimsicott. Okay, yes, protects actually, that works out really well for us. Alright, so now that basically means the Gastrodon can't stall us out, because we can effectively double switch if we really want to. But we are just going to Icy Wind just to make sure we keep up the speed control. Yeah. And Max Airstream. Max Dragon on the Cinderace actually. So Cinderace is double speed, but where Kingdra is double speed +1, so yeah. That actually really didn't do a lot of damage. But the Wormwind lowering its attack is good. Him making himself flying is interesting. Get Earth Power, it doesn't do a whole lot. Miss the Gastrodon, that's fine. Do a little bit of damage to that Cinderace. Loses that speed it gained. Alright, and we're out of Dynamax. Alright, so now we switch into Rillaboom. And I'm trying to think actually. Yeah, we don't want Rillaboom actually taking the hit, so we're gonna Icy Wind and actually Draco. Because I think we can actually win with the team we've got in the back here. Alright, cool. So that's Rain over with. We're actually gonna heal back up with our Politoed. Gastrodon's only got one turn left. We go Urshifu. We can pretty much just punch our way through this one. It's gonna Icy Wind again. And now that I think about it actually. Oh no, it's fine. We'll just close combat the Cinderace. I was going to Surging Strikes, but there was no need. Well, I shouldn't have done that anyway because of Gastrodon's water ability to absorb all water moves. But yeah, cool. So that Perish Song basically just secured us that win. It meant we didn't have to make any risky switches and what have you. And yeah, it just put the opponent in a no-win situation. Alright, so now we've got Trick Room again. Every season Trick Room is very popular, particularly in a one-game match scenario. Yeah, it's just, if you don't have anything to combat what Trick Room's bringing at you, it can make it very, very tough. Now we're going to lead Rillaboom and Urshifu. Rillaboom just has a good matchup with because it has knockoff, it has fake out. Obviously, if Indeedee comes out first, fake out's not going to do anything because Indeedee gets Psychic Surge. But it's all in all still a good Pokemon to lead with. Gives a good matchup against Blastoise and even Executor to an extent. We are going to bring Politoed in the back just to mess with that Torkoal essentially. Trying to figure out what his win con is here. Potentially Togekiss, so we're going to bring our own. I don't see Magnezone doing too much. Yeah, Togekiss seems good. Okay, so we've got two potential Trick Room users here. This is almost always a Violite. I'm going to fake out the Executor. Unless he, yeah, that should be fine. And let's just see how much Choice Band Surging Strikes does to a Dusclops. Okay. Oh shit, he actually Dynamaxed. Okay, that's interesting, actually. I probably die. Yep. Alright, well there's a play I was not expecting. So lesson learned, I suppose. Let's bring in Politoed. And yeah, try and do something with this. I really wasn't expecting that. That's not good. But then we're going to switch up Politoed straight into Togekiss because he's definitely going to do that. Alright, cool. Knockoff still does like monster damage. Good lord, yeah. I guess on the grassy terrains, that's probably why. We're going to Dynamax and probably go for the... I guess Max Airstream doesn't matter anyway. Alright. I am oh no, Rillaboom is faster, which works out in our favor, because now that... Sorry, I was really confused as to why the Executor was so fast, anyway. Is it max speed Executor? Why? Are we in the sun or under rain? That's... okay. Weird. Very, very weird. Alright, we're gonna switch out Rillaboom into Politoed, I think. Actually, I'm gonna get Pain Split regardless, actually. Let's just Grassy Glide. And then just go for the Max Airstream Executor. Yeah. Alright, that goes before, I just had to think about the fact that we're on a Psychic Terrain. What is wrong with me? Like, why isn't that going first? I remember it's Psychic Terrain. Okay. I think we lose this one. Not gonna lie, I think we lose this one. Alright, let's go Politoed. Max Guard, I guess. Alright, eating it up. Problem is now we get Pain Split. I hate Pain Split, I really do. Let's just Dazzling Gleam. Okay. Let's say I predicted that, yeah, let's say I predicted that. I definitely did not predict that. Oh. Okay, this Blastoise is a problem. It's definitely a big old problem. Our Politoed is slower than it, which can work out in our favor. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Perish Song. And we're gonna Grassy Glide, but we are probably gonna get faked out on the Rillaboom slot. Holy crap, that does damage. Shit. That did not work. I was trying to kill the Dusclops, thinking that, okay, I'm gonna have a really bad matchup with the Blastoise. Come on, where's the burn? Alright, he screwed up. Oh. I won that. I don't know what I pressed. Anyway, that's fine. We won. Yeah, so the thinking there was Politoed should be able to wall Blastoise for at least 3 turns, in particular with the Heal Berry plus Protects. And Rillaboom was supposed to go first, obviously with Grassy Glide, and pick up a KO on the Dusclops. Because Dusclops was faster on a Trick Room, its Prankster move went first, doing an ally switch. So I wasn't expecting ally switch, obviously, but the Blastoise died because it was Life Orb. So that could have been precarious if he Pain Split stalled me. And then obviously because Dusclops is slower, it would have died last under Perish Song. So yeah, risky play, somehow it paid off. Alright, now here's our old friend Dragovish. It's an interesting team with Volcarona. I'm imagining that Extra, actually it'd be Sandrush Extra, more than likely. Yeah, okay. Very, very interesting. We're going to lead Togekiss and Urshifu, bring Politoed and Kingdra in the back. Politoed and Kingdra in the back is good for disrupting Sand, obviously. And Kingdra just has a very good matchup against, like, pretty much everything on this team except for Milotic. Nothing has a good matchup against Milotic except potentially Rillaboom and Magnezone, but I don't see Magnezone doing very well against Sand, and Rillaboom... actually, Rillaboom could do work. But I really... like, normally I would actually... normally I'd actually swap out Urshifu for Rillaboom, but that's fine. Not quite sure what my opponent was expecting here with this lead. Grassy Seed on the Volcarona tells me it's not... what's the word I'm looking for here? It's not Sash or anything, but This Rillaboom could be a huge pain in my ass. Okay. What do we want to do here? So we could Dynamax Togekiss, go for the Max Airstream on Rillaboom. Or Volcarona, actually. Neither of these have a very good matchup against our Togekiss. Alright, let's do that. Probably on the Rillaboom. I doubt it dies. I don't want to lose this turn 1, so I'm just going to go Politoed. Politoed might die, which is probably why this is a bad play, but we'll see. Alright, Triggerfish comes in. Actually, if Politoed dies, I think that's better for us. Maybe. Worst case scenario, and it sounds really dumb, but we have Max Flare on Togekiss. So if we really need to put the... if we really need to put the... We need a Starfall over here, right? Yeah. And... Why did I bring out Kingdra? I don't know. Get a Muddy Water. No, I definitely don't want a Muddy Water, because if I lower the Milotic stats, I'm in trouble. Draco's not going to do much. We'll just Hurricane the Dracovish slot too. Alright, cool. Holy crap, dude. That did so much damage. And it's called Milotic, and my Politoed died. Okay, that is not good. That is not good at all. Okay, so Politoed, Coil Milotic is built around coiling with Protect, Muddy Water, and Hypnosis. So it makes it a very, very difficult Pokemon to come up against. On the plus side, the only thing our opponent has left is the Volcarona. So what we're gonna do is... So here's the thing, doubling into Milotic is very obvious. And at the very least, we're gonna Max Airstream it. But we are gonna Hurricane this Volcarona. Alright, that didn't kill. Rip. God damn, didn't even do over half, Jesus. Okay. Just coiled twice. In my face. Rude. Alright. We just Hurricane again. Alright. We're gonna try and Air Slash flinch it, yeah. It sounds scummy, and it is, but I really don't have another option, because it's also probably got a berry. This is the last one a rain, which is unfortunate. I was gonna try and get an Urshifu under rain, but it doesn't look like that's happening. No berry? Alright. Interesting. I wonder what its item was. Did I see that? Is it leftovers? Yeah, it was. Sorry, that's my fault. Showdown, and this is something I'll talk about now since it just happened to me. Showdown, as I've said before, is a really good testing tool. It's good for testing out team compositions and sort of seeing the kind of Pokemon you might come up against. But I would not recommend doing it to, as in to play it to get used to get ready for a tournament. The reason I say it is because Showdown gives you a lot of information that the regular game, if you're playing on Battle Sport or in tournament, doesn't give you. So it doesn't tell you, and the biggest thing with that is like having a record. So where you can sort of scroll back through previous turns, sort of see what happened, how much damage you did, so you can sort of, and then obviously being able to calculate stuff. It's why it's really important to learn how to keep notes and keep notes that work for you. But yeah, we're just going to, essentially for the 2020 format, I'm just going to only play on Showdown. The reason for that is there's no tournaments for this season again, at least as far as I know. I'm looking forward to 2021. I want to see what the format looks like before I pass huge judgment, because depending on what Pokemon get allowed into it, with all the legendaries coming back into circulation because of the second DLC, etc, etc. But yeah, let's play one more and just sort of see how we go. Alright, so this is like a half Trick Room. He's playing Urshifu as well. Can I see which one it is? No. Alright, so this is like a weird, like, half Trick Room, half Speed Control team. I can't imagine he brings the Mudsdale. Like, I really can't. It's like it's rain. Like, how do you bring Mudsdale to that matchup? We're gonna lead Togekiss Urshifu. Like, the Indeedee is what's throwing me off, because he's got 2 Follow Me's, he's got a Tailwinder. I think Rillaboom does very, very well here. And there's potential for Magnezone to do work, but I'm gonna bring Politoed. Alright, he leads his Togekiss, leads Indeedee female. Alright. We're gonna get blown back with this Indeedee if it's Scarf. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. Because of the new Psychic move, that effectively... It's like in Psychic terrain, it's a double target, and yeah, it's stupid strong. Okay. I really think next time I build an Urshifu, I'm gonna put Protect on it, because it desperately needs it. I'm just checking the time. Alright. Alright, apologies about that one, guys. I had dinner cooking in the oven, didn't realize how long this had been. Okay. What do we want to do here? We're gonna Dynamax, our Togekiss. Yeah. Chicken. Man. Let's go. Yeah, let's Dynamax Togekiss. Sorry. Max Airstream the Indeedee, just in case it's Scarf. And we're actually gonna go Rillaboom. Just to ruin his Psychic terrain. Alright, his Togekiss Dynamax is 2, ours is faster. That's the Follow Me variant, that's fine. Alright, Rillaboom gets Max Airstreamed, it dies to a crit, which is extremely unfortunate. Because I'm almost certain it would have lived that outside the crit. But just gotta roll with the brakes, I guess. I don't want this Togekiss being weakness policy, so we're actually just gonna Scald into the Togekiss. Hopefully this game doesn't go on too long. I literally got my dinner. I literally had to pull it out of the oven, so I was like, oh, it's gonna burn. Well, that's okay. That's my fault. Alright, this guy's taking a long time to think about it. I can't be too mad. You do get, in regular play, I think it's 45 seconds for a turn. And there's about a 15-minute, like, actual match timer. Helping Hand, okay. About what I was expecting. Let's see what he does. Starfall, crits me again. It has to be the, it absolutely has to be the other variant, which is unfortunate, because I think we lose now. Alright. Gonna Airstream the Whimsicott, and Surging Strikes the Togekiss. Always get Max Airstreamed on Urshifu, yeah. Well, that just happened. Alright. Can our Togekiss pull this out? I really doubt it, but we'll give it a try. Unfortunately, not having Protect on Togekiss means also we can't stall out the Tailwind. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Kinda gotta hope for a miss on the Air Slash, but he probably goes for Dazzling Gleam here, yeah. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, but that's also the power of Togekiss when it has a scope lens. But that is going to do us off for this episode, guys. Unfortunately, we did have to end on an L. I'm going to go eat dinner and hope it's not too cold. But yeah, I really hope you guys are enjoying the series. And again, if there's a Pokemon you want to see me showcase, or if there's a particular team you want me to play that you've built, just comment it down below. You can use the Paste Spin or what have you. If you want to play this team, just go back to the first episode. There is a Paste Spin to the team in that description. But yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next one. Have a good day.